What is up, beautiful people? My name is Joshua Diaz, and I'm going to be showing you in this video how to install and use WordPress inside your HighLevel account. All right. So the process is very, very simple. Right now, I have a client that I am going to be building out a website inside WordPress, and I want the WordPress site to live inside HighLevel too. So like that, it just communicates effectively with the CRM, forms, submissions, the whole nine. So I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Now, if you are an agency owner, you can basically determine the price of your WordPress basically plugin right inside HighLevel. So if you want to offer this to your clients or your sub accounts at a upcharge, you can definitely do it. So the cost of WordPress to the agency is just $10. Everything after that can go to the white label as profit, right? So if you want to see how that looks like, you can click over here on the top left and go into your agency view. Once you are here, you can click on where it says reselling on the left-hand side. And then from here, just scroll down and you're going to see here the WordPress resell box, right? As you can see, the standard plan is $10 a month. That is your cost. And then from there, you can do whatever upcharge you want, right? That you can do at $29.99, whatever it is that your sub accounts you want them to pay on a monthly basis for the WordPress plugin, you can definitely do it right there and then. Okay. And as you can see, whatever you put here, it can also show you what you're going to profit every single month. In this case, I keep it very simple, $14.99, because that's not really a deal breaker in my end. So that is $14.99 on my end, and then I click on save. From there, let's go back to the sub account itself. You're inside your HighLevel account, click on where it says sites, and then from there, WordPress on the very top in the middle right there, right, where it says WordPress. Click on that, and then from here, you can simply activate WordPress and install it with one click by clicking on activate. And if you are in the agency owner or the agency view, it's going to show this up to you, which is a charge to the agency. That's the first option it gives you. And then also over here it says pay using card. So pay using card is if the client is using their card on file to get charged the $14.99, or basically the charge to the agency, where you're going to be taking basically that charge in yourself as a cost, right? So your client location will not be billed or in the future for this purchase, and then over here your client is actually paying for it. So in this case, I'm going to run it like that. My sub account is going to be paying for the WordPress plugin, and as you can see here, here's your full features for WordPress altogether, and this is per month. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to click on pay now. All right, and then it's going to lead you to these three options to create a new site, right? A new WordPress site. So you can do it from blank, from an existing site. If you have a dev already working and you have maybe a WordPress somewhere else, you can actually import it very, very seamlessly. And then also you can choose a template here inside HighLevel. In this case, I'm going to continue from blank. I'm going to click create there. And then from here, you can definitely go over basically the information you want for the brand new site. All right, good to go. As you can see here, we have the name, the username, the password, the email for my client's basically login. And then you have a quick little section here to check off any plugins that you want to automatically install to your new site, right? So that can be Lead Connector, which I highly recommend if you want to seamlessly integrate the CRM and HighLevel with your WordPress site. And then any other things like the actual website builder, Elementor, or any of these guys that you currently use, right? So you can click on that. You can also add these later on, so you don't need to click on anything here if you don't know just yet. Once you're done there, you can click on create WordPress site. Then that's going to leave you over here into your WordPress basically backend, right? Here's where you're going to be able to do your staging access. You can create that environment here, the staging environment, if you want a dev or a dev person to be working on it while the live site is, currently live, or in the build out process, you can do that there. Also, you have your live access here. So the moment you actually, open one of these guys, you're going to go into the actual WordPress. And here you have the WordPress admin access URL, right? Now, as you notice, you don't have your main domain here just yet. So that's the next step here in this process, is connecting your domain for your WordPress site. So I'm going to do that just now with you guys. I'm actually going to connect one right now, and that's going to be this one right here, h2osoftwash.com. I'm going to copy over that domain, come over here, add domain. Just going to add it just like this, and then auto configure. Now, the auto configure only works for a few domain registrars. So if you do have GoDaddy by any chance, it's going to auto configure, which means that it's going to automatically add those DNS records inside your DNS settings right here. If you do not have GoDaddy, then you can just click on add manually, and then you just have to copy over those DNS settings. Fairly simple, right? And I'm actually going to show you in this video how to do it manually, just in case you don't have this automatic feature with GoDaddy. And we're going to do it together really quick. So this is it right now. It's just doing this automatic version. Click on connect, and that is it. Should be good to go after that. Now, when you do get to this point of either doing it the automatic way or the manual way, it's going to take some time for the DNS to update it and actually show over here that it is verified instead of pending. So, be a little bit patient here. It's going to probably take about 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes a few hours in that end. So as you can see here, these are the 2 DNS records that we have to add manually or automatically. And they're still in pending, right? So it's going to take some time. Now, if you want to do it manually, all you got to do is get these 3 things, right? So it's the record type, the host or the key, and then the value itself, right? So for example, the first one is record type A, key is @ sign, and then also the value is this, right? So if I were to do this manually, you would just go back over here to your DNS settings, click on add new record, and then an A record, the @ sign, and then the actual IP. And then you can also do the other one, which is CNAME www, right? And I can just copy it over, right? CNAME www, and then copy over this little guy, and then put it there, and then save all records. That's how you would do it if you did it manually. If you didn't do it manually and it was done automatically, it should have done it automatically from the very beginning. So if I go over here to DNS settings, you're going to see the A record there, and also this is a good it's a good thing that this happened. This CNAME record was already inside the system. So as you can see here, it didn't update, right, with the automatic version. So what I have to do here is, and you cannot have 2 of the same CNAMEs with www. So there should only be one DNS record with CNAME www. And then now all I got to do is just edit that one record. So it's all actually a good practice to review what it added automatically. And if it's not how it is here, it's not going to work properly, right? So I'm going to copy this now. Come over here. As you can see here, we have CNAME www. I'm going to edit this to now the value is going to be how it's supposed to be, the actual one that the WordPress gave us, right? So that's how it is supposed to be, and there's no more other CNAME records with this one. So we're good to go now. So we have the 2 records that they wanted us to add into our DNS. Now we're able to come over here and click on where it says verify DNS records on the bottom right. And then this is where once you've done it, in this case, if it's done properly, it's going to give you the domain added successfully sign, a little check mark. Another thing is, if you do have the DNS provider inside Cloudflare, there's going to be a little toggle section that says turn off proxy. Do that to then come over here and click on verify. Once you have these guys verified, then you click on it one more time, verify DNS records. It's going to give you a little green light, and then shoot you over here to the front. Once you're here on the front side again, right, in the very info, the very first page of this WordPress backend, what you're going to do is you're going to change the primary domain to the to the one that you just added, right? To do that, go over here to that domain, click on the 3 dots, and then see where it says set as primary domain. And that is it. Now your domain is the primary one, and as you can see here, these guys have changed. So when I go over here now and I open up this link, you're going to see that it's going to go to the WordPress login side, and then this is going to be your username or the email that you used in the very beginning of this process, where it told you to put in the username and also the password of the account that you created inside HighLevel. Okay, so that is it, guys. That is how you install WordPress inside your HighLevel account. From there, once you have those main things done, the next step is you can, migrate, any plugins that you have or existing websites right over here. You can do manual migrations, and then also there is some white glove migration assistance for only agency owners. And then from here, you can have a lot more stuff like the staging site, the analytics side of things for your website, the amount of users that you have here. So you can see your users that we created. You can add your dev team in here, any IT or any website maintenance people that you have on your company, you can add in here to just access the WordPress side. Here you can manage your plugins right up from here. You can also manage the themes from here, the backups, the activity logs, see what is happening on the admin panel side of things. There is some more advanced settings that you have here, like FTP access, the cache management, debugging, server settings, WordPress management, and also to delete the site is right here. And then the last little thing that I would show you here is the top 3 buttons, right? So here you have quick actions like clearing the cache or the cache for the website itself. You can also go straight to your WordPress admin, and it actually logs in right away from the back end here. So as you can see here, here's the brand new WordPress plugin and site that we just created. And then on the top right, you can switch in between if you have multiple WordPress sites, right? So each sub account, as you can see here, we have this one, the one that we just created. We can create multiple WordPress sites right here within inside HighLevel, right? So if you have multiple ones, you can actually switch in between them inside this axis right here. All right. Hope that was valuable. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Josh. You can call me HighLevel Josh here on YouTube, and then click on the actual, like button to subscribe if you do like videos like this. And if you have any questions, issues, or anything you want me to walk through, leave it down in the comments, and I'll make sure to do a video for you guys. Other than that, have an amazing day, and we'll see you on the next one.